Hi, all my people. Can I get a hello? You already know who it is. I go by the name of Seek, and I'm representing a platform that's called the Hello Effect. And I got a special guest. You might have seen her, before on the platform. But I'm gonna let her to reintroduce herself.
What's up, y'all? I'm T Savage.
I let them know where you from again. This is
You
James.
already know I'm from Baltimore City.
All right, last time we interviewed, seeing you at New Music Wednesday, we was talking about your music
Yeah.
and things like that. But we back for a different occasion.
hmm
So just let the people know what we here for. Like what you got going on right now.
So we just got finished shooting for a movie. It's called Through the Eyes of the Hustler's Daughter. It kind of focuses, not kind of, it exactly focuses on my story. Just growing up under parents who are in the game and hustling. It deals with a lot of mental health, a lot of heartbreak, a lot of trials and triumphs, a lot of overcoming, and just coming into myself. The movie covers basically my story just going through childhood. The biggest thing that I love about all of it is that it just shows never give up. Like I've done a couple interviews, and the one thing I be wanting people to know is like I'm not perfect. I'm still a work in progress, but it's just like the hustle up to keep trying. Like that's a hustle within itself. Like to keep pushing yourself to keep going. So this movie basically talks about a lot of that. It talks about losing a parent, um, being molested as a child,
Mm-hmm.
being neglected as a child, growing up, raising yourself, growing up alone, and just how to come over that, but also like what it feels like while you're going through that.
All right. So what made you want to tell your story like right now, or even to the world because it's so personal?
Well, first I wasn't like a big fan of telling my story. Like it's a lot of stuff I never talked about until I sat down with these directors. It's a lot of stuff my own mother didn't know about me until things start coming out in the film. Um, Being able, what made me really want to do it, we had recently did the American Gangster Trap Queens episode,
Okay.
and once we did that, when I was telling like basically what I saw, I remember some of the producers over at BET that I was meeting. They was like, "Yo, we love how you talk. We love your story. We love hearing your side." And when they start talking about spin-offs and doing other things, my mom was kind of like, well, before I put that in somebody else's hands, I would really like to get your story out there on top of getting her story out there. Because, you know, like a lot of the trap queens, after they do their episode, they may do a movie or something like that. So it's just things that we kind of wanted to control ourselves. And that's what kind of just made it come out.
All right. So you said that some of the stuff your mother didn't know before the movie.
Yeah.
So how did she feel when she found out? Like, did y'all relationship become closer? Like, let's tell us about it real quick.
It did, but it also made her ask me questions like why didn't I tell her certain things, and it just goes into you just protecting your parents. Parents really don't understand like when you raise a kid in that lifestyle with that kind of like you grow up to be a protector and to protect your mom, protect your dad. So even though I'm going through stuff, I know some stuff that if I relate it to my mother, she's not going to handle it like nicely or
Yeah.
some of the ways that she would handle it, I could have lost my mother forever. So some things I just kept to myself and figured out how to get over it.
So how did that's a great question. Like, how did you figure out to get over it? Because
Just to keep going. Like sometimes like when I could cuss on here.
yeah, I ain't even grown.
Okay. So like sometimes when fucked up shit happen,
Yeah.
like it's cool when people be like think about the long run, but it's like I'm not there yet. I just gotta figure out how to get through this next minute and then the next hour and then the
Yeah.
next day. And I'll make it through the week. Okay, woo. And it's like those are small accomplishments. And then there's certain things like that I don't want to completely break me or tear me down. And it was just some parts of me I just buried it. Like even when I told them what happened, it would sound so dry. And I remember like sometimes one of the directors, she would be in tears and she like, how are you just saying this so regularly? And it's like sometimes like you gotta realize fucked up shit happened and you might not get over this.
That's
But
a
do I want
fact.
to cry every day over this? Or do I just want to bury this shit and put this shit behind me and keep moving? So that's how.
That's a fact. So let me ask you a question. Do you star in the movie? Do you play in the movie or
I have a part at the end
okay.
basically like where I talk about what I do now.
All right, so who's playing you though? Like, was you did you have a hand in picking that person out, or how was that?
Uh, kinda. I kinda had I was more big on who I didn't want than who I wanted. So, um, but once I met the young lady, and it's like we shared a lot of similar experiences. I remember at first I wasn't too sure because I wanted the person to be from Baltimore. Like I
Okay.
wanted her to really have that accent and have that but the girl who came and began playing me, it was just like it just ended up like just
She
melting
got
together
it. She got it.
perfectly.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So how do you feel like overall about like the movie?
I'm actually like ready to see it, but I'm a little scared to see it because like with the making of the movie, it was a lot of times I could just walk off.
Yeah.
Like when certain scenes got too hard, like to see like I mean, if you listen to my music, I write about my dad a lot. I lost my dad when I was 16.
Mm,
My dad got killed in front of me.
sorry to
So
hear.
when they remake those scenes,
Yeah.
that's like a hard thing to just stay on camera because it's like when you go through something like that, and I know this might sound crazy, but you relive those things in the just out the blue. I could be having a good day. I could be in the club. I could be turning up,
Hmm.
and my dad will just pop in my mind. And I lost my dad in the worst way, and I witnessed it. So it's like those things play over and over in your mind. So it's like to actually see it, and then when they mess up, they gotta rerun it again,
Yeah.
or they gotta
Right.
replay the scene again. It's just a little hard. It's a
I,
little
I
hard.
understand. So how did I mean growing up with that trauma and that life shape you as a person? You know what I mean? Because I know you're still going through what you're going through, but I know you put your stuff in your music and you still strong enough to live day to day.
I think in every aspect of my life, everything that I went through has taught me to be the type of person and people that I always felt like I needed. Even like when it comes to motherhood, I feel like I'm such a good mother because the things that I felt like I needed or I couldn't get because my mother was in the streets, I know to not to deprive my daughter of that. I know that I gotta step up, I gotta show up. Like even it's so like right now, things have really been going so good and there's so much stuff that I've had to put on the back burner because my daughter plays basketball.
Okay.
She's nice.
Uh,
So and she's in AAU. So
yeah, she real
sometimes
nice
yeah,
then.
she
Yeah.
real
Hell
nice.
yeah.
So sometimes it's like I gotta not go to that studio session or I can't come to the industry events
Hmm.
or I can't do that. But and I'll get it from people where they'll say things to me like, you know, it's fucked up, you ain't come or this, that, and the third. But my biggest thing is being a mother to my daughter.
Hmm.
You feel me? Like I walk around now trying to mask and act like it ain't shit that bothered me from when I was a kid, or I feel like I'm too old to speak on to say something about it.
Hmm.
I can't let her hear that story. Like I need her to be like, she showed up for me every time, even though she didn't know how, even though nobody showed her
That's
how
a
to do
fact.
that. So my biggest thing in life, even with being a type of friend, in this movie, you're gonna see like my parents get set up, my mom gets set up, my dad gets set up. That shit like that taught me to be a good friend to people. Like be genuine. Like
That's a
I
fact.
love people with no ulterior motives. I love you even if you don't bring shit to the table. I just love you for you
That's a
because I
fact.
also understand everybody ain't got it. And everybody don't got that hustle in them. I can't be mad at people. I live with like no expectations for people because that pisses me off.
Hmm.
If I expect you to be as real as me or move how I move in every situation and you don't, I'm gonna just be a person full of hurt. So I just learned how to be the person to other people that I never had. That's like what this movie is for me. And another thing is just like to show girls that come from situations that I come from or come from places that I come from. Like I hope it put a battery in your back because when you like when you from the hood, it's so easy to get stuck there.
That's
People
a fact.
will
That's a fact.
glorify you for the dumbest shit because you grown as shit and you fight every day or you went to jail. Like
That's a fact.
okay, like nobody in jail is pumped about eating hookups and
Hell
getting shit
no.
snuck. You would
Hell
rather be
no.
home.
Word.
So it's just like when last year I graduated from college and to
Congratulations on that. That's what's
thank
up. That's
you,
a flex right there.
thank you. And I remember girls that's like from the hood in Baltimore that I knew that was like, yo, you made me feel like I could go back. You made me feel like I could do this. Like, and I didn't take it as an insult when somebody says, yo, if you could do it, I could do it. I know I could do it. And I remember the girl, she stopped me. She's like, I'm not being smart when I say that to you. It's just like, yo, I remember how I used to be out here like fighting. I was an asshole. And for her to say that to me, it's just like, damn, you feel me? Like, I remember the dumb shit that we really used to big up and think was so fucking hard. And for them same girls that come to me and be like, yo, I'm in my clinicals, or I stopped work to go to school, or I did this, I did that. And it's just like, that was more important. Like, that was the biggest thing. So my shit, I hope that this movie put that battery in girls' backs that's from my way. Like, that's just not even if you're not from Baltimore. Because I'm like, you know how you get in conversation with people when they be like, yeah, my city the hardest, we the murder capital.
Yeah.
I don't be like that, because at the end of the day, it's a hood everywhere and fucked up shit happens everywhere.
That's a fact.
So I look at it like that. So I just hope any girl that's going through the hood and you got problems and you got shit on your shoulders, that you feel like, yo, it's a way that I could flip this shit. I could turn this around. I hope that's what people get from this movie, and not to use your past as an excuse. Like, I can't let my past make me be a fucked up person. So that's
what's up. All right, I was gonna ask you the question you already answered already. What people should get for this movie? That was my next question.
Yeah.
All right, before we get about it, my last thing is, you mind dropping a positive message to the youth?
A positive message to the youth.
Because we're going through a lot of things, you know what I mean? Especially, you know what I mean, racism. There's a lot of things that's tearing the youth apart. And you made great points, you know what I mean?
One thing that I could definitely tell, that I would tell the youth, you young. So when they say no dream is too big right now, that time is now. Like, no dream is too big. Like, if you like, I want to be an astronaut, you got the time. But you got to put that work in. And like, what I'm starting to notice about my generation and the younger generation under me is we be feeling like, just because I breathe air, I deserve it, or it's supposed to be given to me, and it's not supposed to be given to you. It's always somebody with a worse situation. So when them niggas come up, you ain't got no excuse. Yeah. So it's just like, don't ever feel like no dream too big. And whatever going on, like in that moment, it feels like the worst shit in the world. But it's going to get better. So to the youth, it's just like, you got to keep going. Don't let none of the bullshit define like you're right now. Because right now ain't even forever. Like, you got so many years that's ahead. Like, I remember I was talking to this little girl and she was telling me, like, I'm about to be 25. And she was like, I'm so old. And I'm like, what? Like, that's old?
Yeah, that's old. She wild.
So it's just like, understand, like, life is really precious. I never even look at age when I talk to people, because I always say, like, I got a brother who never saw 25. I got friends that never made it to 18. So it's just like, don't believe that no dream is too big. Keep fucking going. Life is precious. Yeah. You can get over it all. You can do whatever.
I appreciate it. All right. Last thing is, can we expect this movie on streaming sites, the theaters? Like, what's going on? If you got that information?
So I don't have the full information. Okay. I know that they shopping it around, but I know it's for sure going to be on certain streaming sites, and they doing a premiere that'll be available.
I just got a message saying it's going to be in theaters.
Okay. I just finished up the last. That's why the message can't come from the side. I thought you gave me the
mic. All right. Before we get about it, what about music? Do you expect like a soundtrack with it?
Yes, for sure. I'm about 5 songs in right now, so I've been working back to back. But like I told you, I'm a mom too, so I've been doing all of that. And on top of that, like, even when you said about the youth, I work with the youth.
Okay.
So I help out kids in the PRP program, and those are like, so I got like 20 kids in real life. I really got one, but I got 20 kids. But yeah, so I'm trying to get it all in there, but the soundtrack is very important, just because my music has already been speaking my story. So it don't make no sense for it to not be a part of the movie.
Might as well.
Yeah, so we in the works for all of that. I might have some stuff for you to early here.
All right, that's what's up. All right, just let them know again where they can follow you to continue to support you.
Y'all, I'm T Savage, and you can follow me on anything at T Savage the One.
All right, once again, you already know what it is. I go by Seek, representing the Hello Effect, and we outside. Don't miss out on this interview. Hello. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah.